It is the start of an absolutely massive week in Scottish football. Celtic against Young Boys, Rangers against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and Chris Sutton has been getting fired in to Manchester United. And you know what, we may as well look at what Chris Sutton had to say, because Man United, recently labelled by the big manager there, Almiron, the worst side in their history. Would I go that far? I mean, United have had sides that have literally been relegated in the past. Obviously, RIP Dennis Law, he literally relegated a Manchester United side with Man City. So it's one of those ones where it's like it won't literally be the worst team, but at the same time, if you look at it and be like, well, you know what, pound for pound, the amount of money they've spent, it probably is, because there's just so much money that has been spent recklessly by Manchester United. I mean, ever since Sir Alex left, I mean, we're talking, what, 12 years ago now, coming up in 12 years. It's an absolute yoke, it's a disgrace. And with this team that Man United have built, I mean, they're sitting currently, what, 13th in the Premier League table, and you know what, it should be worse. They were really lucky against Southampton, former Rangers man, Diallo with a hat-trick. There's plenty of other examples about what's going on at Manchester. I mean, just, it's like over the years they've lost like the likes of Lukaku, Ronaldo, who else have they lost up front? I'm sure there's other better strikers that they've once had. I mean, Rashford's completely off the boil. I mean, who else have they had up front recently? Even a Gallo. Nah, a Gallo. Shouldn't put it in Gallo. Like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, right, and Rooney. I know that's a wee bit longer ago. That's about like, you know, 7, 8 years, all that sort of stuff. But it's like when they have like a Xerxes and a Hoyland up front, those two guys look pish. Like, I mean, honestly, they really do, and they're not even worth anything. Like, they're worth absolutely peanuts. So, I mean, Bruno Fernandes, apart from like a 5-6 month spell he came in around COVID time, he's been underachieving for United. But I'll be fair to Fernandes, it hasn't helped him that it's, you know, the team he plays in is shite. One big man. Just trying to walk the dog up the bridge here. Doesn't really work though. So I'm going to talk to a bridge. And the wind's actually alright. Very good. Right, anyway, moving on. Right, so this is what Chris Sutton has said regarding the mighty Manchester United. He was asked whether or not Rangers could heap more misery, and he turned around and said, the contrast between Rangers' home form and away form is extraordinary. I mean, really, really extraordinary. I would say no, but I'm not convinced for Man United either. I do think Rangers have a chance. Their away form has been so bad domestically this season though. The amount of points they have dropped away from home is the difference in the title race in Scotland. So I would say no, but you never know which Man United team will turn up. Will it be the worst team in history? Now that's pretty much it for what Chris Sutton had to say on the matter, but when you actually look at it, it's like Rangers away form has been horrific. I don't think there's any two ways of getting about that, but that tends to be more domestically. You know, you look away in the Europa League, beat Malmo, drew in Kiev. Well, it wasn't in Kiev, it was in Poland, wasn't it? You know what I mean? What else did we do away? We drew Olympiacos, obviously we beat Nice, and I believe that is us in terms of away in Europe. So if you think of it, I mean, away in Europe's been better than at home in Europe. I mean, Sutton didn't really want to touch on that for whatever reason. I mean, but see, it's nothing we don't already know. We know that Rangers under Clement, they can't hack the physicality domestically, but there's a lack of physicality in Europe. We never really get bullied in Europe. It's more you just get outplayed, you know, and all that good stuff. So it's interesting to see that. Now there was also Mazwari, the Moroccan that plays for Man United. I recently packed him an Ultimate Team. Seen Ultimate Team, downloaded it for free on the Xbox Series X and went, this is shite, but I've played a decent wee bit of it, so yeah, ultimate team, indeed. Packed Ronaldo. If this was 10 years ago, packing Ronaldo would have meant something. These days, not so much. But he went on to talk about the fact that they've got to stop Egamane, because that was going to be one of the challenges for Man United. And you've got to agree, Egamane will be absolutely licking his lips. But the problem is, for me, I would maybe like Egamane to reel it in a wee bit against United. You know, 1 or 2 goals will do. I don't really want to see him scoring 5. Who am I kidding? I want to see the guy score 5. The only reason I don't really want to see him score 5 is because he'd definitely, probably be away in the summer. Or, yeah, I say the summer, man. Probably this window, this cold window. And one last final thing before we even move on here. Man United, they've also got the highest wage bill in England. I mean, it's all a mismanagement of funds. There's so many comparisons between Rangers and Manchester United. It's honestly scary. I mean, the downfall's literally taking place from the exact same era as well. So not good, guys, not good. But in terms of Rangers, of course Rangers can beat Man United. Hell, I mean, I would say it's the best chance. I mean, honestly, it's the best chance Rangers have had. I mean, it's the best chance Rangers have had of beating an English side away in a long time for me. Because I'm not going to come on here and say, like, against Tottenham there wasn't a half decent chance. Of course there was, but Old Trafford is going to be a bit different than Ibrox at the end of the day. And you know, people can write us off and all that stuff, but you know, Southampton should have beat United. You know, teams beat United every week at Old Trafford. And yeah, Brighton beat them 3-1. Brighton's better than us. You know, they've got better players. I'm not going to sit here and debate that, but see, when you go down the lower end of that Premier League table, man, there's no much in it between us and them. And those teams give United a game. And also saying that, who's also down the lower end of the Premier League table? Man United and Tottenham. So when you break it down, folks, Rangers can absolutely give them a game. Scotland needs the coefficient points. Scotland v England. I think it'll be a lovely wee game. It would just, how great would it be if Rangers beat United like 3-0 or something, and like an Egamane hat-trick. I think that would be perfect. I'd love that. I think that'd be fucking incredible. Anyway, peace.